All right. Good afternoon, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I'm here with my two co-hosts, WD and Miss Carly. WD Carly, we're going into this bye week 3-2. How y'all feeling after this W?
I'll take it. I'm feeling real good. I will definitely take it. I'm just happy we're going into the bye week off of a win. So that makes things a little bit better.
Well, I am so glad that we kept an 11-point lead this time around. But yeah, I'm happy. I mean, this game was kind of annoying for me, but I'm just so glad we came out with a win for
All right. Who That Nation, I know y'all are excited. You know, that if we can go into this bye week, above 500, I believe that's important. And, the people that we're going to be getting back coming after the bye, it's a great feeling that we're
real.
going
Yeah,
into it.
I mean, like, who wants to have the same record as the Atlanta Falcons?
Cause
Yeah,
now that game earlier today gave me a headache, for sure.
yeah, that was crazy, but it is what it is. We 3-2, Who That Nation, and what we're gonna do. We just gonna talk about both sides of the ball, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines to get you guys' thoughts on the game. But before we do that, we got to get to the comment section and shout out the chat. So let's go ahead and do that. Shout out to Chevy Kamal. Welcome back, fam. Said, who that?
Who that Shav?
We got Pammy
Pammy
Whammy back
Whammy.
with us. Shout out to you. We got Tara in the building saying, who that? We got Jerry in the building, giving everybody a shout out. Shout out to
What's
you,
happening, big
fam.
dog? Who that?
RG Scott in the building said, who that?
Who that?
I finally can't. I don't have to see any other team that time.
Shout out to Saint Season. Said, who that? Motivated Chaos said, what's up, family? Who that?
What's happening, fam?
Got Who That Nation 97 said, who that?
Who that?
Picking a flick it said, who that to everybody?
Who that?
And I see that ass Saints just popped up in the building. Said family was good.
What's happening, big dog?
Way better than last week.
And we got Monet 504 and Who That for Life checking in.
Who that, y'all? Who that to everybody in the chat?
Who that?
So as the show go, we're gonna get back to the comment section and get you guys, thoughts and stuff on the game. Okay, so before we start on the offensive side, I guess we start on that side first. Let's just go ahead and chop it up about Blake Gillikin. Blake Gillikin, this guy was
Oh my
coming into the
goodness.
season filling some big shoes with Thomas Morstead. So
Mm-hmm.
today, it's looking like, he's definitely giving us a promising future as our punter. So what was y'all thoughts on his 3 punts inside the 5 yard line?
Incredible, because listen, at one point I was asking, can he actually kick the extra point for us? Like, he has a leg on him, because there were times where I thought, dang, we about to give them some good field position, and he knocked it right into that 3 yard line. I'm just like, oh my God, like this guy, he's really the business, like he the truth. And it was so good to see, because every time he punted it within their 5 yard line, it was what we needed to keep the game ahead of us. And it felt good to know that special teams in some way played a huge aspect in us winning this game today, because it got pretty ugly sometimes on offense, but he definitely kept the momentum for us, in my humble opinion.
We got another punter.
So, yeah, shout out to Blake Gillikin. We don't have to worry about we should have to worry about that. I think he's gonna keep that up. So let's go ahead and get into this offensive side. One of y'all want to start it off on? Well, I guess we start with James.
I think he could have. Before I get on Jameis, I'm sorry. I just want to say, we took some huge blows with Taysom leaving with a concussion, and then Deontay Harris leaving with a hamstring injury. That I'm hoping that by the time we come back from the bye, we have those guys back because those were big blows for us. As far as Jameis Winston goes, I feel like he made some throws that was just undisciplined. He could have definitely done better. There were times where I felt like he had the whole field open so where he can run for it. I can't remember what play it was, but I'm just like, go. You have the whole field. Like, you can run. Why are you waiting for somebody? You can take it. And he didn't. And it was just so frustrating because there was so many times he actually could have gotten the first downs for us by using his legs, but he didn't. He would rather either throw the ball away or throw an incomplete pass, and just like you literally could have had that. And it was one of those things where had Taysom been in the game, he would have went for it because he knew he had the entire field to himself for at least 5-6 yards before a defender comes and touch him. So that was pretty frustrating to me because there was so many plays that got away from him that could have been positives for us. And it was just hard to watch because you sitting down and you watching it and you see it and they see it. But he was up and down for me, but for the most part, I was happy that Alvin Kamara stayed in a press conference that that throw that Hail Mary that he threw, that Callaway came down with. Alvin Kamara was saying that they practice that in practice. Like, that's always their last thing that they practice every practice, that exact scenario. So I'm happy that was something that they practiced and worked on, and we actually was able to benefit from it, because had we not, I would have been up his butt about why would you just throw that out there, a 50-50 ball like that. But I can't be too upset with Jameis because some of it is coaching, and I did see Coach Payton get on his ass a few times on the sideline. So some of it was him, some of it was coaching, but overall, I think as a collective, we did pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say on that. Well, one of those where he went at him, he should have went at Pete instead of James on that one, if you recall that. But ladies and gentlemen, we got the full Jameis Winston experience this game. That's what he is, man. 50-50 man. At least that's what I'll call him.
You
The
think that's how
turnovers.
it's going? You think that's how it's going to play out, or
No, not necessarily. I mean, he can always improve. There will be growing pains. We knew that, but I'm just saying, as far as what his whole career has been, his whole career has been 50-50, and that's what we saw. We had the full experience this game. The turnovers, the Hail Mary touchdown. You're like, God damn, James, why would you throw that? Then the next drive, well, damn, okay, James, So I mean, that's what we got today. I think Carly really nailed it as far as explaining everything, how he played today. But I'm just so glad that he was able to step up in the second half as well. And I know while we did stall some drives, it was just good to see that he started targeting Kamara. I know Kamara dropped a pass, but it was just so good to see him actually give some targets to Kamara. So that was good to see.
Yeah, we definitely been asking for them to give some targets to Kamara. There was even an interview last week where they was asking Kamara, like, are you gonna ever tell Sean to give me the down ball? He was like, no, I'm not, but I should. And so I'm happy that even though it was a joke in the press conference, they actually took it into an account and actually decide to, throw him the ball a few times. But you live and you learn. We definitely played well enough to get the win and to keep the win, so I'm excited about that. But Marquez Callaway, a stud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was amazing and incredible to watch him. Just watching him play since the season started, because we knew he had the potential, but to actually watch and see him, it was so refreshing.
right?
Hey,
We got Uptown a bit. Uptown, what's up, man? How you feeling after this W, fam?
I feel a lot better than what I felt last week. I'll tell you that much.
So we giving our thoughts on Jameis.
Man,
What's your thoughts on Jameis' play?
He played a fabulous game. The only thing is, bro, that was a boneheaded interception. I didn't like that. I'm not going to even sit down in front like I did, but I'm not going to take and blow that up when he had full touchdown passes as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that interception, man, we can't have that. You understand? I understand that, you know, he had the full touchdown passes, but that interception was really, really bad.
Yeah, and a fumble. And really the interception, I was just really upset about that one because I'm thinking like, you know, the whole time he has thrown an interception with us. I think that was his third interception, was him getting pressure, and he really had a clean pocket that
Yeah, he
play.
did.
So
But
that's really upsetting.
I don't blame that fumble on him, though.
I only blame it to him because I felt like, of course, you know, the O-line, they got to do their part. I'm just saying, like, I was expecting him to, like, at least, like, get out there and, you know, at least try to hold on to the ball. But
yeah, but, you know, when you got a dude in your face and stuff like that, bro, I mean, that was an awkward position that he was in. You understand? I think any quarterback probably would have fumbled in that position that he was in, to be quite honest with you. And I came in, I heard the first lady talking about Callaway. Man, Callaway, bro, this dude makes some unbelievable catches in traffic. He is very, very good at catching balls in traffic. That he got a unique skill about him, bro. You understand? He can go up and get it, man, in traffic. When you can do that, bro, that's something that's a unique skill. Not too many wide receivers can go get that ball in traffic like that. And that what he doing, bro. That ain't no fluke. That's not fluky. You know, we saw him do that in the preseason and stuff like that. That's what he do. That's what he do now. I understand that's what he do. You can throw the ball up in traffic, man. If Callaway around and he can get it, he gonna come down with it. He gonna come down with it.
And honestly, I believe that kind of gave Jameis a little confidence going into halftime because I mean, we're going back to that pick. I mean, yeah, he was 50-50 like WD was saying, but that interception he threw, he underthrew Taysom, but you also had a wide open Kamara. You know, so you had basically two guys open, no pressure, and you still underthrow one of the guys.
Yeah, he did.
So that was frustrating. I mean, and he had some more throws that he, you know, overthrew and missed.
That's why I said, CB, that was a really, really bad one right there. Bro. That one was a bad one. That was out of all the ones that he threw this season, he only threw 3. But out of the 3, that was the worst. That was the worst. You know what I'm saying? He can't do that, bro. And he had Taysom open. And damn, AK was open, man. He was open down there the whole game, seemed like to me. You understand? Maybe I was looking at something different, but man, AK was always open. He was open. We could have had a touchdown before the one that he threw, the other one that he threw to Marquez Callaway, and he seen AK open on the drag route earlier in that play. I mean, it seemed like AK was open all damn game. You know, so that's something else too. That we talked about last week, bro. He need to make AK one of his reads, man, a priority read all the time, no matter what play it is.
Right. You could tell when Sean was coming out this game that he wanted to feature where he wanted Jameis throwing the ball a little more. I guess that was the game plan coming out. You know, but you know, you can't miss these kind of throws because you play a better offensive team, and you know, we get on Heineke, but you know, he definitely was missing some throws as well. But you play a great offensive team that capitalize on, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, he gave Jameis the green light today, in my opinion, for us, you know, him dropping back, throwing the ball. I forgot how many attempts he had, but it was at least 25 attempts. I know. No, I think he had over 30 attempts, pass attempts. So he gave Jameis the green light. So moving forward, hopefully, things get better. But yeah, he definitely gotta hit AK on those routes. That man was open.
I agree, and I think that he will. But I also think that now that we're going into the bye week, they're going to put into consideration that Michael Thomas is going to be back after the bye week, so it'll take some of the pressure of not trying to throw it so much to Kamara. I think to me right now, Kamara was just more of a filler in for them, and now he can go back to playing a true back, and I think that's where we all know he excels the most. And with Marquez Callaway and Michael Thomas being back after the bye week, I think things will look a little bit more easier because they'll have better targets. And Michael Thomas make everything look easy for the quarterback because he literally catches everything. So I think that after this bye week, I'm hoping that everybody stay in shape and stay loose. But I think that after this bye week, we're going to see some of the true potential that the Saints has. And I only say some because we don't really know what guys are going to come back and what guys are not. Because when I saw that list today, it was a lot of guys that are out. That were out, and they didn't say like when they were coming back. So it's like we're getting back Michael Thomas, maybe Traquan Smith, because I remember 2 weeks ago he said he'd be back in 2 weeks, which will be week 7. So we're getting receivers back, but in the process of us getting those guys back, we may be having Deontay Harris out depending on what that hamstring looks like, and Dwayne Washington depending on what his leg looks like. So we're losing guys in the process as well. So but I think that we eventually, as time goes by, we're going to get more comfortable with each other, and we're going to see a Saints that's going to be able to run for something.
Well, I guess this is a good time to bring him up. Adam showed up. Yeah, I know, shocking, right?
Yeah, finally, we glad to see you, Troutman.
Glad for you to pop your head and then let us know you're still on the team.
Man, my computer was tripping, man. I'm on my phone now. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay, what's going on, First Lady?
Doing exceptionally well. The Saints win, so I cannot complain. How are you?
I'm doing okay, man. And I come in, y'all was talking about Adam.
Yes.
Yeah, how it feels to finally see him catch something.
Yeah, you can't help but to ride with him because he's our quarterback. We can't doubt him, or we can't be like, oh, get him out. We have to ride with him and just hope that he continues to improve week by week, getting some better targets. So hopefully that helps.
Uptown, you there?
Yeah, I'm here now. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Man, Adam, I saw what you did today, Adam, but I'm still not buying your work, bro. I'm still not. Yeah, I'm still a buyer. I'm still a seller, bro. I'm not a buyer. Okay, I want to see you do more of that, and more of that, and more of that, bro. Otherwise, man, I believe in you, bro. But other than that, man, I ain't trying to mess with you, Adam.
Oh, WD, this is a good question.
Get your mind right.
WD.
He said, no. Pop it back up, please. Pop it back up. WD, would it be 50-50 with Jameis Winston if he had all his weapons? Probably not. I mean, for one, Washington defense ain't even all that good. I'm just coming to the point where it comes with the turnovers. That's what I mean by 50-50. Because I mean, it's not like Taysom was wide open. He was wide open. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, if you have Mike Thomas wide open, if he can't get the ball to him, well, it's your question.
I mean, no, it is. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what his what the completion rate was today, but I think that was almost 50%. But I mean, like I said, he can always improve. But to me, I would call him 50-50, man. I mean, that's I'll call him 50-50, man. Because I mean, it's about consistency.
Yeah, that's true too, bro. You got to be consistent and you got to make that throw. You understand that throw right there, bro? That was, like I say, that was the worst interception he done threw all season. You know,
That's gonna
that's the
keep
worst one.
Uptown up at night. Nightmares.
No, it's gonna keep me up because we won the game and he had better throws this
Yeah.
game. You
And
know what
look,
I'm
don't
saying? I
I'm
ain't gonna
not
be I'm not beating him. I'm not beating him down for that.
and
I'm
I'm
not beating
definitely
him
not
down
beat
for that.
I'm definitely
But
not
that was a terrible throw though.
I'm not beating Jameis Winston now because first of all, I've been defending Winston. If y'all don't even know, I've been defending Winston the past couple of weeks. They've been having people shit talk him, everything. Last week, I
Yeah.
mean, if we talking about like a great game, I felt like he played a really great game, and the game was stolen from him in his hands, from his hands. I mean, so I thought that was
Yeah.
like his most complete game. I mean, well, you can really say the first week because I mean he didn't have no turnovers that game either. But I just thought there was some plays last week like he looked it really really sharp.
He did. He looked real good last week. And they took the ball out of his hands at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with that. But today, man, we just gotta call a spade, bro. That and we ain't, we're not like we ain't no sore winners or not like that. But that was a terrible interception, and I don't know if y'all saw, man, he got the business too when he got back to the sideline from Payton. So if Payton thought it was bad,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, then it must have been bad,
But
So
that one time there was one time he went in his face I didn't like because I felt like he should have went at Pete because that was that when the pocket collapsed and he tried to run for a first didn't make it, but I mean it was holding on Pete. He was going at James. I'm like, man, you need to tell something to Pete, the man y'all resigned.
no, you see, what we probably something that Sean seen that we didn't see. Maybe he didn't need to do that. Maybe somebody was wide open on that play. You understand? And knowing how you are, WD, you go back and check it out. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, look, hey, but look, the reason why James went, the reason why he sprint was because the pocket was collapsing and Pete was holding. So if somebody was wide open and he completed the pass, I would assume that
Yeah,
play would have got called back. So yes, it was
yeah,
on Pete.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right when it comes to that. When you look at those circumstances, because he did get caught down bad.
Speaking of the offensive line, how do y'all think they played?
They played really. I don't. I would give them a grade of like a C grade today. Because I seen they didn't play their best today, bro. You know, there was
You don't
certain,
think?
no, not really, bro. They had some clean pockets, but there was times, bro, when people, man, was coming in, bro. That and putting pressure on Jameis, and I didn't see how they was doing that. And I think, and I'm not surprised by that because I think until we get McCoy back in there, this offensive line is not going to look stable. Point blank, period. I didn't realize how important McCoy was until, he went out. McCoy is very, very more important than what I gave him credit for, and so is Will Lutz.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree
I
with
think missing McCoy and Will Lutz is just as bad as missing Michael Thomas. I do.
And that does
You
not
understand?
get talked about enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I don't want to see Cody
that's on
Parkey.
the real. Man, I don't want to see him or Rosas and none of them dudes never no more again in my life. You understand? They some whack ass kickers. You know what I'm saying?
You
Man,
know
you
what?
can't even hit
Just
an
been
extra point.
today has been a bad day for kickers. I'm talking like that Bengals versus Green Bay Packers game. Those kickers missed like 5 field goals, and then our kicker missing field goals.
Yeah.
It's just kickers are just having it bad to say they only have one job.
But you know
Like
what?
today has been a terrible day for kickers.
But you know what? When it comes to extra points that kickers are missing, that's a huge problem. And that's
Oh
the
yeah.
problem. I'm saying like when Cody Parker when he
Yeah, that's
misses
the
extra
problem.
kicks, yeah, like just an extra point. Come on now.
you. Yeah. So did Pete return? I wasn't even paying attention. about him returning to the game. I know he had went
Yeah, he
out.
did return. Then I think he went back out. I think he returned, and then I think he went back out.
CB, did you smack your teeth?
I was just,
I,
I mean, well, it's good we got the bye week. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, the
Man,
offensive
this dude,
line.
bro, and this dude, man, and you know what tripped me out with team? Say what, CB? I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying the offensive line. I think they
Yo, can y'all hear
it
me?
could have. Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I was just saying the offensive line they could have played better, but they played better than what they started out.
Still
So
can't
I
hear
mean,
him, man. Maybe it's me because he was just breaking up.
Well,
you
we
can't
can
hear
hear
me.
you. Fair. We can hear you.
I ain't hear nothing you said, CB.
Oh no, I was just saying the offensive line. They could have been a little bit better in the pass protection, but I think it was enough. They done enough for Jameis to get some throws off, and the run blocking was pretty good. AK had a good running. He had a good running game. I believe he was right at 80 yards, but he had like 12, 13 attempts. So yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
running game was good.
it was frustrating for me the running game. Well, not necessarily with the running backs, but the fact that there were so many plays where Jameis could have ran and got first down. Like I said earlier when we were talking about him, it was just so frustrating because I know that if Taysom would have ran, I had two different quarterbacks, and you can't really compare the two. But it's just there were plays where the quarterback could have ran for it and not even got touched by a defender for at least 5 yards. And
Yeah,
he just made he just took an undisciplined throw, and it was just frustrating because there were times where we could have definitely got more yardage and we didn't. But we got the win, so I'm gonna try to look on the bright side of this and not keep focusing on the negative.
yeah, that's true. And shout out to Dada. I want to read this super chat right quick. Shout out to Dada Saints. He
What's
said,
sad and did that? Dad,
he
that.
said we
Okay.
said last week. We said last week let James Winston throw. I guess when you limit it on talent, it's what you get. I haven't seen Sean Payton fussing in years, but long as it works.
Um. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
we've been limited on. Yeah, you can go. I think we about to say the same thing, so you can go.
well, I was gonna say, I mean, some of the decision makings. I mean, some of the decisions he was making, it was really more of his accuracy being off a little bit because I mean he had some wide open throws. So I mean, back what WD was saying. I mean, regardless of if Mike and all them was out there, if people wide open and you can't, make an accurate throw, it really ain't gonna help. But in Jameis' defense, I mean, I'm not crucifying him. He had a good game. Had a good game.
oh yeah,
And
he
as
This was
far
did.
the
as
first game. This was the first game Jameis, really got the green light to throw the ball.
Yeah.
the limited talent goes, we've been limited on talent since the season started. But the thing about this team is, even when we were without our main stars, we still had guys that can step up, and we look like we not missed a beat. So I don't really think that the talented is limited because guys, when their numbers are called, they step up and they play outside of the kicker, of course. But um, I still think the guys they played fairly well. Like I don't feel like there was limited talent. I feel like the talent that we had, they executed the assignments, they did well, and when their numbers were called and the ball was thrown their way, they pretty much made the plays. Like that's what's so great about this team. Like we have so much talent that when you say limited, I just don't see it. I just think that when the next man is up, they number call and they excel at what they're doing. Like yes,
And
of course, Callaway and Fields, they ain't gonna be Michael Thomas, but they're still great in their own right.
yeah, I kind of forgot what it feels like to have Michael Thomas on the field. And
Yeah,
boy,
for real.
I can say for sure. I know we all can't wait till he come back because that's gonna help out a lot.
Right. That's true. But I mean, since the line been playing better, you definitely seen Jameis' game being better as well. So
Yeah.
you know it. Hopefully McCoy. I think McCoy and all of them gonna be back after the bye week. So let's read a few comments. Then we can y'all good on the offensive side.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
yeah. And for
ball. Kenny.
all you, I just want to say right quick for all you James hitters though. What 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions?
Yep.
Hey, that's pretty solid right now. I think he got 1,000 yards right now. I think so. Yeah.
Yep. 12-3. So I mean, regardless of how things been playing out, in some games, due to him getting pressure stuff, he was still able to not turn the ball over like that. So I mean, that's good. So shout out to him. And it's gonna get even better, as time goes on. So let's read a few comments and we can get to the defensive side. Shout out to 80s Rewind. The Time 90 said Blake huge game today. 3 punts pinned inside the 5 yard line.
Yeah, man. Blake was the man today, bro.
What
Blake.
about this comment right here, Uptown?
Let me see what it say. They have been whipping Ram up front, and yes, that is true.
Chase Young was giving it to him.
Yes,
You
Chase
know
was
what
Ram
he
has
giving it
said?
to him today.
been getting his ass whipped all season. I don't know what's the matter with him. This is the first time in a while, right? And y'all listen to this, right? Whenever people get their money in the Saints uniform, they play better. This is the first time somebody got their money and they playing worse. I don't get it. Ram need to get his act together, bruh. He's not playing at the level that we expect him to play, man. He haven't played at that level all season. I'm beginning to wonder is something injured with him or something or whatever. Or is it something that we don't know? That's what I'm beginning to wonder. And I don't know. I in and out, bro. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we can hear you.
Uh, I said earlier, man. I was talking about that punter earlier, Blake. Gilligan. Okay, yeah. But I be hearing y'all like kind of late sometimes. I don't know what's going on. But can y'all hear me
But
now?
yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with this, fam.
I guess he's still having some technical difficulty, so we can read a few more comments on WD. Who that Nation 97 said, I think we should get Kenny more involved in the offense after the bye. I can see a nice little duo with him and MT. What do y'all think?
Hey man, look, when the offensive line is playing more consistent, it's going to allow for Jameis to be able to step up in the pocket, have a clean pocket, and I can definitely see a lot more deep passes to Kenny Stills. And I really do feel like we're going to need Kenny Stills more, depending on Deontay. Well, I feel like we need Kenny Stills regardless. But I'm just saying, as far as Deontay Harris and his hamstring injury, we don't
Mhm.
know if that's going to linger after the bye or whatnot. So, yeah, I would like to see Kenny be more involved with the offense. And like we said earlier, man, Michael Thomas coming back, that's really going to help open things up even more so.
Right. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, them the deep attack. Yeah, him and Deontay definitely gonna eat off that along with Callaway. As far as having some burners, it's been a while since we really had some burners like that. We had Deontay, but he was in and out, you know, with some nagging injuries. But now we really got, another burner on the team. So yeah, that's definitely gonna help us out. And all Mike gonna do, that's just gonna free up guys off of, your Callaways, your Kenny Stills, your Deontay, and even Troutman and Juwan. Because I mean, they gonna respect them enough to get that pressure off. So it shouldn't be nothing but up. Shouldn't be nothing but up, with the offense. But yeah, Kenny should get more involved. I agree. So we can go to the defensive side of the ball. So defensive side of the ball. Let's see. We can start with Cam. I think far as sacking the quarterback, I believe Heineke got sacked once. I believe it was one time. No, he got sacked twice. One was Carl, and then the other one was Demario. But far as the pressure with Cam was getting some. He was getting some decent pressures on Heineke. He didn't get the sack, but he had a huge tackle for loss. So I say he had a exceptional game. Besides the fact that he didn't get to the quarterback. I know it's more to that than just sacking a quarterback, but I would love to see that from him because we definitely hadn't seen the sack side of Cam Jordan. So what's your thoughts on the defensive line? You start with Cam. What you seen from Cam today?
well, I would feel like he played solid. I mean, as far as like rushing the pass, I mean, it hasn't really been much this season. This game, I guess he showed flashes and whatnot. But the thing that's so annoying about this D line though, as far as like we get almost sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we get hands. We got arms reaching for the quarterback, and the quarterback escapes and runs for close to a first down. But I mean, I thought he was alright today. I didn't think really. I didn't really expect more this game. Uptown, he alerted me that Payton Turner, he was actually getting double teamed a few times. So, but yeah, I mean, really as a whole, we really do miss David Anyamata, man. Look, David Anyamata, he's an elite run stopper, right? But the thing that we don't talk about with David Anyamata, man, he can rush the passer. Like he was starting to rush the passer really well. One year I think he had 6 sacks, but I'm just saying, bro, like that's another guy we ain't really been talking about when he returns. Like, oh yeah, dog, this is really going to help this defense a lot. The run defense has really been questionable the past 2 weeks. I think the edge, we're not setting the edge, to stop the run. Um, the tackles, man, the tackling has been kind of iffy. So I mean, I know I know right now we have been spoiled as far as having an elite run defense, but the past 2 weeks is just it hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been bad, like extremely bad, but it's been like kind of meh. But they kind of stepped up towards the end there. That was good to see.
Right. Right. I seen a comment about Cam. Shout out to motivated Chaos. Cam getting double teamed every game, which mean he's still that dude. Yeah, I think the offensive lines they still give him that respect. But it's been times that I've seen him, in one-on-one coverage, and he's still not getting to the quarterback. I mean, like I said, he had a solid game, for me. But yeah, far as the double team, just in general, it's been times where he's been one-on-one, and I seen this comment by that as Saint said Cam need his and defensive tackle. In my opinion, he's close to the quarterback. He's trying to play DN, but bro, you need to kick inside. I know your pride may get you. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, he definitely getting back there to the quarterback. And I believe once Davenport gets back, it may be some plays where Cam gets inside, so you can have that front of Payton, Onyemata, Cam, and Davenport.
Hey,
Or
I
you
think
put
I
Big
think Cameron
Tanner
Jones.
inside.
I'm sorry. I think Cameron Jones on the other side early in the game. Correct?
What in the inside?
No, I thought he was on the other side, man. Because I could have sworn I seen Carl Granderson early in the game.
Yeah, yeah. Carl, yeah. Shout out to Carl. I know he had that mistake on the punt return. Really, I heard the tip. I heard the tip of the ball. So I don't
I,
see how they called it.
I thought I don't know how he didn't block that. I was really shocked that he didn't block that. That's what really shocked me.
Yeah, you hear the tip of the foot. I heard that on the TV screen, so I know they heard that. So I mean that's he basically touched the ball if you hear the sound like that. So he shouldn't have got called for that. So that yeah, I was against that call. That and the catch. I don't forgot who called it, but that catch that they said he was still in bounds. I think they got some points off it on that drive, but that was a third and long play. But yeah, far as the defense as a whole, defensive line got some exceptional pressure. But like you were saying earlier, I was shocked by Heineke. He was throwing like some. I mean, the way he was throwing the football, I ain't seen him throw it like that. He was throwing like some floaters, a lot of floaters.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
all in all, he showed his feet.
Man, I don't know what's
So
going on, man.
can you hear us, Uptown?
Man, I'm having all kind of technical issues, man. I don't know what the hell. Oh, it's just one of them days. And I don't know where y'all at in the conversation now, bro. I'm lost.
well, we on the defensive side. I wish Carly was here because we gotta get to that man. We gotta get to that dog. That man, he's serious this time, huh?
Oh yeah,
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. That man showed his whole entire ass today, bro.
oh
Bruh.
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? If you talking about Mr. Lattimore,
Yeah.
Mr.
Man, he was making some acrobatic like pass, like he was just defending passes. Man, I was like, damn. He was like, not no, he was trying so hard to knock the ball out on so many plays. I was scared he was gonna come up injured when he got off the ground. But I mean, he had Terry. I mean, he had Terry very frustrated, wanted to fight him. But man, Lattimore was looking like that man, and that's what we talk about, man. Like when he's playing good. When he's playing
Mm-hmm.
great like this, when he's on his A game, he is the best cornerback in the league. And that's what we were talking about. If there's any example, watch today's game. Like that's what he looked like the number one cornerback. But we just wish he do that every week. And really, so far this year, he's been really balling. Like this has probably been so far. This has been a great start, the second greatest start he's had since his rookie year. I mean, last week was kind of a iffy game, but as far as last week go, I felt like that was more of them shocking him. But I mean, so far he's been playing really, really good. He's been playing like a top three cornerback early in the season, and that's what you want to see.
Right. And what really
I
what
agree
I'm
with
really
that. And I think that if it's them,
what you say all the time?
hey, I think there's a delay, man, when I talk to you guys. But I'm gonna say what I say anyway, right? I think that had he not had this injured thumb, that I think he would have came down with at least 2 interceptions today.
Right. Yeah, that was both of them passes he could have made a play on that, far as a pick. So yeah, but what Lattimore the
And
thing
those are
that
those are interceptions that Marshawn usually come up with.
Right. But the thing with me about Marshawn is what his performance today, he was going up against a fast, quick, shifty receiver. I'm talking about and Malone, to me, he a top 10 receiver. He done got up to that status. He went up against a fast, shifty receivers that in the past he's had issues with.
Yep.
Great route runners. Malone is at the top of the charts. With his route running, crisp route running, quick, fast, and Marshawn was able to contain that. He was able to put it to bed. If Marshawn is able to do that, if he can play like he did today against these shifty receivers, he right there with Jalen. He right there with Jalen, in my opinion. And that's the only thing that has been holding Marshawn back from that, along with not playing. I mean, him taking lighter competition for granted. Basically a way to put it. Some of these average cornerbacks getting off and stuff. I just think his mindset, he don't be up for the challenge at times in the past, but he's been up for the challenge this season every game, honestly. But yeah, but besides that, he's had an issue with quick shifty receivers. It's usually been the long arm receivers, the big 6'1", 6'2", 6'3" guys that he's been doing a good job with for shutting out. But he was able to shut Malone out today. So I'm telling you, he is 1A, 1B with Jalen Ramsey if he's able to do that. And he
I
showed
think
that he can do that.
I think that man only had one catch today.
Yeah. It was like a gloater. It's like a gloater. And they was in zone coverage on that play. When that pass he caught. They was playing zone. Yep. So shout out to Marshawn, man. As far as it was really the MVP on the defense, in my opinion. Even though we know the Mario was playing like a dog. The Mario, he
Oh
just
yeah.
that man just consistent on that side.
Didn't I say it, man?
I mean,
What did I say, man? Hardest hitting linebacker in the league.
yeah, he playing like he 22, 21, 22. So I don't know what he's doing in the off season and stuff, but the rate that he's playing at, it's gonna be it's gonna be a minute before you start seeing the decline. I still think he got a solid 2 seasons after this year. A solid 2 seasons after this season, at least playing at a Pro Bowl or all pro level. So man, we got a hell of a linebacker, y'all. We gotta embrace it. And Pete Warner,
Solid. Very
solid.
Very, very solid.
Now, I know Quan. I see this comment right here about who that Nation 97 said. I'm happy Quan is gonna come back after the bye, but Pete has been balling. Facts.
Look, if they can find a way for both of them to be out, I mean, Quan don't have to take that many steps, with his injuries and stuff. But I'm just saying, we might still be able to see Pete out there at times,
Right.
So,
But and honestly, yeah, Quan is the better player. As of today, yeah, he's the better option at that position. But man, Pete, I know he's not gonna lose his snap count like that. You can't do that to a young guy like that. When he's been playing solid, he's not these running backs he's been covering and stuff on some of these plays. I hadn't been seeing them get beat or nothing like that.
yeah, and you know something? I think it was really noticeable that J.D. McKisson really didn't do anything. And I knew that was a PI or holding call on the Mario. But I'm just saying, as far as like J.D. McKisson goes, like he really didn't do anything in this game. And that was
Yeah.
very noticeable to me.
Right. Man, yeah, another solid day by the linebackers. Honestly, besides the Zach Bone, game, our linebackers have been playing exceptional all year. That hasn't been a position of concern, as of yet. Besides the Zach Bone situation, you know. So what was your thoughts on this guy right here, WD?
I think that really clarifies he was quiet. Um, Did he have a bag? One thing that stood out to me today about CD, some of those tackles he come up and make, I didn't really see him doing it this game, and it was pretty much the same as last week. I mean, really in coverage, he was kind of getting beat last week, but as far as today, I just didn't see him coming up making certain tackles that he would normally make. So I mean, yeah, he's been pretty quiet these past 2 weeks.
Right. So I don't know if it's the knee or whatever, but I mean, like I said, this bye week is coming at a perfect time, honestly.
Perfect, very perfect time.
Perfect time. Everybody get healthy, come back out, make this stretch. We 5 games in, so we got 12 week stretch. So that Saint said, what do y'all think of Debo with his second pick?
He
We
needed
got a
that. He
yeah.
definitely needed that, man. I will say that he needed that because he's been getting beat on, picked on for these past few weeks, man. I think he got like beat on a crosser early in the game, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was a connect. I think that was an incomplete or whatever. But either way, yeah, he definitely needed that pick. It was great to see. I know Heineken, he kind of underthrew it just a little bit, but yeah, I was just happy to see that, either way, you would be happy that a rookie gets his second pick within the first 5 weeks of the season, because I mean, that can help with his confidence as well, as much as quarterbacks are still picking on him.
Right. Yeah, now that definitely was a confident booster for him. And I'm glad they sticking it out. Dennis just ain't, changing the plug.
Yeah,
He keeping it in there, letting them go through it.
yeah,
So
and we did see Roby out there a bit. I think Roby had a pass interference, but we didn't really see him do too much. But I know I seen him out there a few times, and yeah, traded a third round for him. So I mean, you gotta give him some type of snaps, man.
right. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Debo.
Yeah, for real.
He leading the team in picks.
Well, it's
He the
tied. It's tied. It's
what
Marcus.
Marcus?
It's tied with Marcus Williams and dare I say PJ Williams.
Oh man, I forgot about PJ's pick. PJ Williams. PJ Williams with a grab.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with these quarterbacks, what they seeing. They throwing it right to PJ. But good on PJ because I'd be on his ass. Rightfully so, but it's good to see that he got his interceptions. He got his interception the past. That's 2 out of the past 3 weeks. So that was good to see.
Yeah. And what they're showing the replay, he made the correct, you know, assignment. I mean, he read the pass, he read the quarterback, and made the play. So that's what's up. As long as he not, out there on the island starting for more. I mean, but we got depth now, so we shouldn't be seeing none of that from him. But I just dropped the link in the comments so you guys can call in, give us your thoughts on the game. Want to read this comment about RG Scott. He said, after this bye, if we really get going with most of our guys back and rolling on all cylinders, Saints going to be some bullies on the field.
Oh yeah, and I mean, really, that's what's been so annoying these past 2 weeks. I mean, because even without the dudes, man, we know like these are like even last week that game should have been won. But I mean, I don't want to keep going back to that. But at the same time, bro, we even without those guys, man, like we know we could
Mm-hmm.
win both of these games. So just to have those dudes back, they're gonna be lethal, man. We know that. Like yeah, I definitely can't wait to see that game versus Seattle. Kind of wish it was the Bucks that week, but we got them a week after on Halloween night. So yeah, I definitely can't wait to get those guys back.
Right. Speaking of Halloween, like I ain't gonna get ahead of myself. We on this, but man, I got my tickets to that, so I will be in NOLA that weekend.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Shout out to who that Nation 97 said our secondary will be tested a bit over the next 4 games after the bye. Seahawks, facts. Well, we're not gonna see Russ, so we don't know what Geno Smith we getting is. I mean, yeah, he went in against the Rams and was hot, but we know Geno's history. And when he get on some good games, while Russ out, but we won't see Russ, and that's a good thing. So the Seahawks, I think, will be all right.
Yeah, you ain't got to give Atlanta that much respect because now I think we gonna be ready for them.
Yeah, really. I mean, the Seahawks is yeah. I guess you put the Seahawks in there.
Yeah, you
Um,
can because of the just because of the weapons.
yeah. So yeah, the Seahawks, Bucks, and the Titans. Yeah, those are three matchups. Those are three matchups. Yeah, our secondary definitely gonna be tested. So yeah, man, this bye comes at a great time,
Shit,
a great moment.
I think it's the other way around. I think they're gonna be tested.
Who is?
Those other teams.
Oh yeah, they definitely is. That I said we get a break on Russ. Yep. So these next games coming up, man. It's gonna be crucial slide, but this is the great time. We get to heal the guys up. So I'm definitely excited. Just the perfect time we get on there. So I'm gonna read a few more comments and we can give our final thoughts. Motivated Cal said, "Can't eat that cheese in Seattle. Remember, we went there with Teddy and won. Could be the same scenario. Gotta play our game."
Yeah, they better not eat the cheese. I mean, for one, you can't just say Geno Smith because we lost to Geno Smith again. I mean, we lost. Yeah, we lost to that guy back in 2013, his rookie year. I mean, really, it was more about Chris Ivory, but at the same time, I mean, Geno Smith was actually looking nice versus the Rams that game. So I mean, you definitely can't eat the cheese. They got weapons. The defense do suck right now. But look, with all our guys coming back, bro, I think they're going to be really, really motivated to, especially on a primetime game where everybody is watching them. I would think that they're going to be locked and loaded and hyped for their game. So we'll just see.
Right. And shout out to Miss Anna said, "Who that? Hey everybody, just got off work." Miss Anna, I'm glad the Saints was able to give you, some happiness, but you happen to be at work today. I took off today, so I took a chance. I gave up some of my sit time just to relax and watch the Saints. So I'm definitely glad they done me some justice.
Well, look,
Instead of me wasting sit time.
yeah, and look, I don't get me wrong. I'm glad we won. I'm glad we won. Always be happy with a win.
Hmm.
I know we was definitely like on the team net on both sides of the ball. Talk about good and bad. But let's keep it real. This game was kind of annoying. The refs they did not help this game. The refs were horrendous this game. I'm not going to even like go into the situations with the refs. With the calls, some of the things they made. Just know they was
Hmm.
atrocious. But at the same time, it was just a really annoying game. And I'm gonna keep it real. Personally, I don't speak for anybody else, but personally, I thought this at certain points in this game, especially the second quarter, I thought it was more annoying than the game of last week. I mean, pretty much at one point it felt like we was kind of blowing the Giants out, and they came back. But I'm just saying, like this game, it was just so annoying because it was just a lot of back and forth, whether it was in and out or score versus score, turnover versus turnover. So it was just really, really annoying. It was a game. I was like, damn, this game is going to. This game is it me or is this game too long? It was definitely that second quarter that made me feel that way. But I'm just so glad we got out. I'm glad we got the win. And really, I know we was really like hitting on his team for losing last week, rightfully so. But you know what I noticed? Around the league, man, these teams, even these, no matter the record that a team has, these teams are fighting, bro. The Jets, they fighting. The Giants, they fighting. All these other teams are fighting, man. Like regardless of the situation. So I just felt like now looking at all that, like no matter the record, bro, these teams they all trying to win, no matter what, man. So
Right.
bro, it's gonna be a fight, bro. This season is a fight so far. Tough league.
I'm gonna read this comment. Then I see we got Jerry on the line. I'm gonna bring the OG. Shout out to Cornelius. He said you gotta put in that PTO for the rest of the season. CB. Man, I wish, man, they gonna give me that pink slip. I'll be doing that. Everybody want them Sundays off. Yeah, man, I done that. I'm just glad the Saints, made that move justified for me. So, but we got the OG Jerry in the building. Jerry, what's good with you, fam?
Woo! Man. What's up, CBWD?
Man, what's up, man? Just glad we won.
Thank God. Because, oh my goodness gracious. I wasn't going to, look, fellas, I'm going to be real with you. I'll be straight with you. I didn't think we were going to survive in this game, but thank God we did. My God. Glad we're 3-2, fellas. I'm glad we're 3-2 going into the bye week.
Okay, that's what's up. So what was your thoughts on the offense?
Well, I think the offense did all right. But I want to talk to you, CB and WD. I know Carly and Uptown was on there earlier, but I want to talk to you about that play before halftime. It still got the best of it because my thought was CB and WD. I thought I thought they were going to go into overtime with at least be up by a field goal, but good thing that didn't happen because Winston out of nowhere threw a Hail Mary pass, and Marquez Callaway caught the ball for the touchdown.
And look, believe it.
My first thought was WD. My first thought was I'm thinking Tupac. Hail Mary, come with me. Hail Mary. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I didn't expect for this to happen.
Hey, believe it or not, Jerry, and look, I might have to go back and check, but this got to be Jameis' third over. I was about to say overtime. I'm sorry. I think this is his third Hail Mary touchdown.
Yep.
So that's that's part of his game though. So I know when I saw Ty and Marcus Crowley when they got a little bit of space, I said, "Oh, that might be a touchdown." There, sure enough, it was.
Yeah. What's up, Uptown?
Uptown, you there?
Yeah, might be something wrong with it, but shout out to you anyway. Also, shout out to everybody in the chat. Who that to everybody? I hope y'all had y'all blood pressure pills. I hope y'all had y'all some drink to suck it down with, because after this game, oh my goodness gracious. Whew.
Right.
Full of grace.
Shout out to my buddy, Miss Anna. You right, Miss Anna. You right, buddy. It was definitely a Hail Mary full of grace. Oh my God. But anyway, above it all, fellas, a win is a win, whether you like it or you don't. We're 3-2. We're getting ready to go into the bye week. Hopefully, before the Seattle game on the 25th on Monday Night Football, hopefully we'll get some key guys back and we can really get this thing going. really get this thing going.
That's
Yes,
true.
Yep.
All
But
right,
I'm gonna take Uptown's take on this. But real bad officiating from the rest. And that's the thing I always talk about, fellas. You already know a screw up from these freaking referees when they're trying to screw the Saints. It's been like this for the last 4 years. I know about these guys. They hate us and we hate them. But Sean Payton was on their ass today on them refs, especially with
Right.
those non-call pass interference. And I'm like, I just don't understand. I got nothing against it. I got nothing to say about that. Y'all already know. I'm gonna just leave it just like that. But as far as the defense, I know they got 2 or 3 interceptions in the game, but they gotta do better at sacking the quarterback, man. You can't let the other quarterback outbeat you like that. And you one of the baddest, strongest defense in the NFL. You can't let these other quarterbacks get the best of you, man. I mean, you saw what happened last week when we played against Daniel Jones. And almost same thing happened to that Taylor quarterback of Washington. But they hung in there and played the best.
Right.
He was right about that, man. It was There was far too many times, man, that we had a chance to bring him down today, man, to bring Heineke down today. And we whiffed on a whole lot of sacks today. I thought today we should have easily had 5 sacks today.
At least Uptown.
Easily.
Yeah,
But I think what made up for it too, like in the end, is that we was playing good defense in the defensive backfield. We was playing some lockdown coverage. Most of the game we were. So I think that's what kind of evened it out.
I agree with you, Uptown.
So that's it. What else you have, man? You got anything else, man? You got anything else, Junior?
Not a whole lot more to say, Uptown, except I'm just happy we got the win today, and we got I would say the next 2 weeks to rest up and get ready for the next games coming up, because hopefully, like I was saying, we get them offensive guys, some guys back with the Saints, that's gonna make this team a whole lot better. I mean that's all I got, man. Let's just take this bye week and just ride along with it.
We appreciate you stopping by as usual, fam.
Anytime, Uptown, CB and WD, and also shout out to Miss Carter that was on earlier. And once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, y'all take a deep breath, and we 3-2 right now, and let's enjoy this win, because these next, I would say 12 games, or 11 or 12 games, we got work to do.
Yeah, we got people coming back too, man. We got the cavalry is coming, y'all. The cavalry's coming.
Exactly, Uptown. I agree with
you. All right, we appreciate you, man. You have a good day, brother.
All right, man. All right, Uptown. You too, bro. You too, CB and WD and everybody else. Much love to y'all. Who that to y'all? I love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Let's continue to grind, player. Let's continue to grind, family.
No doubt. Who that?
For life.
Who that, Jerry?
Love you, Miss Anna. Love you, buddy. Peace out.
All right. And I don't know what happened to him. I seen him grabbing something. Then he went back in, and then he went back out. So I don't know, Miss Anna.
He got injured. They took him to the infamous blue tent. Then he came out the infamous blue tent, came back in the game. Then I think he went back out again.
You know the sound. It sounds like you tired of talking about him uptown.
Know what it is, bro? Is that it's becoming predictable now.
Yeah.
We know all the players is going to be injured throughout the course of the season now, and they all have not failed one bit. Not one bit. Traquan, we know he was going to be injured. We knew Quan was going to get injured.
Mm-hmm.
We knew Marcus Davenport. We knew he was going to be injured.
Yeah.
You understand? And I was really, really surprised that AP wasn't injured already. You understand? And now, look what happened. He got injured today. So that's all the usual suspects, y'all. Who that nation? Who usually get injured and stuff all the time every season. So I'm not surprised by that, dude. Let's talk about something else, man.
Well, we got Leslie just
Hold
called
on, man.
in.
Hold up.
What's up, Les? Y'all know, brother. If y'all want to know, man, that's my dude. Who, when the game is going down and stuff, that's who I'll be tweeting with. I'll be tweeting with Les. Just FYI.
Ooh, I know y'all be tearing the team down.
No, I wouldn't be tearing the team down. We'd be keeping it real.
No, I mean, no, that's not what I mean. They kind of came out wrong. Like, I mean,
Hello?
like.
Yo.
Hey, we can hear you, Les.
What's good? Good, Les. What's good?
Hello?
Maybe you're having the same trouble that I was having when I was on.
Can you hear us, fam?
You can't hear us, bro.
Sure.
Can't hear us.
But no, what I meant was like they like y'all, they get right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we do.
I wasn't talking about like recklessly,
Yeah, I used to tweet with you a lot. You don't even tweet at a brother no more.
Man, I just, man, I be trying to, I just be trying to,
You understand? I remember he used to be my road dog back in the day, man. Tweeting and stuff on there during the game. You don't holler at his brother no
more. We're gonna try again with Leslie. Leslie, what's good with you, fam?
Man, my bad, y'all. Man, what's happening, man?
You hear us, Les?
Yeah, I hear y'all, man. I hear y'all. What's up, CB? What's up, Uptown? What's up, WD? Hey, Carly.
You know what I was telling him, bro? I was telling him that you my round, bro, who I be tweeting with during the game.
Hey, man. Uptown, we pulled this one out our ass today, man. I gotta get a defense credit, man. They was out there a long ass time, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if we would have lost this game, bro, I wouldn't have tripped because, man, you can't ask them to, like, bro, the offense wasn't doing nothing in that third, man. Like, it's like we couldn't get nothing going. And I'm like, bro, you can't ask them, like, bro, they doing what they can. And y'all know, like, the conditions we playing under. And I said, man, but Sean Payton got his head out his head in that fourth quarter, and he made shit happen. So, man, I guess all is forgiven. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, us being at 3-2, that's what I mean. Coming in the season, I'm like, bro, I'm like, just let us have a winning record at the bye week. That's all I wanted.
Yep.
I didn't give a fuck how we did it, but just have a winning record, man. And that's where we at. So yeah, man. After the bye week, we ready to get this shit rolling for real.
I think we sitting in a pretty, I think the position that we in is favorable right now.
Oh yeah.
And considering that we have, literally the cavalry is coming, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's all I want us to do is hold it down too, bro. But I ain't lying to you. I'm still a little bit salty about what happened last week. You understand what I'm saying? Because I thought that we probably would have been in a position, bro. You understand what I'm saying? We let that one slip by us, man. I'm glad that they knuckled up today. We had an 11-point lead, and they knuckled up, and they didn't renege. And that's like, that was very, very unsaint-like last week. You
Right.
understand? Very, very unsaint. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But what was your takeaway from the game today, bro?
Man, I think
really impressed with? What really impressed you? What player? What side of the ball? Whatever, however you want to chop it up.
Man, I might get some pushback from this, but man, I was impressed with Jameis, man. Like I know he started off bad, but man, he came through in the end, and I'm like, bro, we got to put this stuff into perspective, man. Like, bro, look at what Jameis is out there playing with. Like, bro, let's just be real. I don't know if y'all been watching the all 22 of these receivers, but brother, man, they not really getting separation, man, at all. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why Jameis holding on to the ball too long. You wonder why he getting sacked more than normal. You know what I'm saying? It's because these receivers they're not helping them out. They ain't helping them out, man. So Jameis, he came through. He started off bad, and man, they were on him, man. I saw on Twitter where they were going at him, like, it was some brothers, but mostly white folk. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, he hung in there and got the job done. I was impressed. Man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Name another quarterback that can do what he's doing under these conditions. Name one.
Bro, look, let me tell you something, bro. Look, the only thing, bro, that I was really disappointed with, and I spoke about that earlier in the show, I did not, and I repeat, I did not like that interception he threw. I was still contending to say that's the worst interception he's thrown all season, although he's only thrown 3 interceptions all season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was the worst of them all. That was worse than any of the interceptions that he threw. You cannot do that, James. You understand? Taysom, not only was Taysom wide open, on that play, Kamara was wide open too.
It was bad. It was bad.
But other than that, man, he played a fabulous game. Yeah. A fabulous game, man. He made some, the kind of throws that we expected of him to make. You know what I'm saying? When we signed it. And he, he pretty much held the game. He was a pretty good game manager, like we expected him to be. He didn't make any of those bonehead mistakes anymore. I don't attribute that fumble he made. That he.
Cesar Ruiz got Oh my God!
Yeah, that was not his.
Oh my God, man! Cesar Ruiz, man! Oh my God! But
look, Les, you ain't got to worry about that because after the bye, McCoy back. You understand? We can put Caesar back where he's supposed to be at.
Lord, I pray, man.
He practiced that and it was all off season, the position that he really was focused for. And to be quite honest with you, he was playing guard quite well.
Yes, he was. He was.
You know what I'm saying? And just sliding back in where he's at. I think that having McCoy will also help with the protection. You understand? He didn't want to do all the calls. That was his responsibility and solely his responsibility after Drew Brees left. So I think that would do some good. As far as Pete is concerned, I've already come to grips that we gonna always lose several games with him every season. So I think having Will Clapp there will be an addition to helping that out in case, and plus Will Clapp also knows all the line calls. He knows all the line calls too, and that's what really hurt us because Cesar Ruiz was not supposed to play center in the event that Eric McCoy became injured. He was supposed to be Will Clapp. What happened to Les? He was supposed to be Will Clapp. But Will Clapp was also injured at the time when Eric McCoy got injured. So that's the reason why that did not work out the way we envisioned it to work out. And I think that it was within that Payton did the right thing today by starting Ruiz. He didn't need to be just throwing Will Clapp out there like that. He just got back. And he ended up playing anyway today because, OAP got injured. So, You know, six one hand, half a dozen in the other. CB.
And to have Cornelius know Pete wasn't all on Jameis' ankle that play. This was a play where Jameis had
You say he was all over his ankle on that pick play. That's what
he was in a pick. I mean, the reason why he threw that pick.
I don't know. I have to see that play again, bro, because that ball, the trajectory of that ball got to be thrown higher than that. It was thrown low. You know, I don't know. From what I saw, I don't think that really affected the play. You understand? As a matter of fact, I thought that pocket was clean when he threw that interception. CB.
Yeah, it was.
That pocket was clean, but I ain't gonna beat him up about that. You know, he's doing a lot better than what the prognosticators thought he would. You understand? I think now on the season, he has what? I want to say maybe 12 touchdowns or something like that to 3 interceptions.
Yeah, 12-3.
I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty damn good. That's almost akin to what it used to be like when Drew Brees was here around this part of the season.
Right.
So I'll take that. And plus, I like the stretch plays that he's been bringing, man. Related to the offense. I'm glad
he don't even have all his. He don't even have all his arsenals.
I'm glad that Payton opening all that up a little bit. And I hope he continue to do that too. Because that would relieve and take a whole lot of pressure off him. Kamara. You ain't gonna be seeing those safeties and stuff, cheating in that box. Especially when they know when teams know we can bomb away on your ass now.
Right.
So do that if you want to, man. And Deontay, that's another one too. Hey Doug, that's another one too to put on the often injured list on the.
I already know. I was trying to describe that to somebody, but I was saying it wasn't about his play. I know Deontay, he's a baller, but he's definitely injury prone.
Yeah, it's official now, bro. Deontay is injury prone.
And really, I'm kind of surprised it happened now and not earlier. I was worried about that, especially when we had all these other injuries on lack of receivers. But
right, trips me out, man.
Hey, man.
I think he's having a damn good season too. I think he's having a fabulous season. And the only thing that could interrupt his
absolutely.
And now it's a hammy. It's a hammy. That's something that can probably linger with you the rest of the season. You understand? Bruh, I just don't know what to say, man. All the cats, bruh, that's prone to get injured has gotten injured this season. Every one of them. They all check the box, bro. They all check the box, CB.
That's true.
They all check the box, bro. Including Big Armstead.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I ain't forgot about him either. But the only reason why I'm not throwing him on that list is because his injury wasn't really quote unquote self-inflicted this time. You understand? That was friendly fire. Unfortunately.
We got another call on the line. But Leslie, yeah, man, it's all good, fam. Yeah, we all been having technical difficulties, fam. We got Donald D on the line. Donald, what's good with you, fam?
Hey, how you doing, man? It's been a while. How you been?
Yeah, we good.
Donald D.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
We're good, fam.
What you got, my man?
It was a good team win. You found a way to win. We got the stats when we needed to. And we were able to score in the fourth quarter like we were supposed to, and we won the game.
Yeah, we did. What was your takeaway, man? What was you impressed with the most in this game?
I was impressed by our defense. How they came back and got the stops. I was like, that's how you're supposed to do it. And they're not. My game ball goes to Lattimore. He out there just. They kept doing his way. Like, why would you throw his way? They
Yeah.
even did the rookie.
Yeah, and they kept trying to test Marshawn too. You seen that, D?
He the guy on there. Yesterday he tested posting the depot, and he showed up. Like, yeah, okay, that was stupid.
You know something, bro? You seen they did have a few plays too where Bradley Roby was out there, but I still think that Austin Debo was most effective.
Yeah, he's good. He's a rookie. The crazy, he's a rookie, and he knows what the hell he's doing. Then the crazy, he turns his head around. I was like, you turn your head around. You good. I like you.
What did you think about the play of Pete Warren?
Oh, he did get him. He another one. He good. He good also. Shit, he from Ohio State. He played in Ohio State. You better know how to play football. He definitely know how to play football. Then they could tackle. So he did good. I'm happy for both of the rookies. They came out and did good.
How did you feel about the play of Jameis Winston?
Oh, he had some turnovers at the end of the.
So you said he played what, Donald?
I thought it was just me because he like been breaking up on mine. I thought it was just me because I know my computer's been tripping.
Yeah, Donald, I think you breaking up, fam.
Yeah, we can't hear nothing you saying right now.
Hear me now?
We heard nothing that you just said, now.
About
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't get it.
We can hear you now. What's your thoughts on James?
What you were saying about James? Can you repeat that, please?
No, James is good. James is good. James did good. He did when it was time for him to step up and show up in the fourth quarter. He did that.
Okay.
Him and Callaway hooked up good. I like what they did. And Callaway got hands, man. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
All these guys that come out of the University of Tennessee and come out and play at a high level like that. I'm like, that's crazy, man. All these dudes come out of the University of Tennessee. All of a sudden, when they get in the pros, they all just click. There's something wrong now.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with that picture.
He played.
Yeah. Y'all know winning. They win in the pros, but they ain't winning the college. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, get me with that one.
You got to realize, you put these cats in.
Yeah, but he came out. They did good, man. Then the Hail Mary did good. I like the Hail Mary. How they did it. That was nice. I was like, wow.
Okay. Hey,
yeah, man.
Thank you stopping by.
Put them in. They show up and they show out. Supposed to. Hey, this because you don't know what next time these opportunities you're gonna get to make these plays.
Oh, okay.
Say again.
I said, we appreciate you coming by, man. Don't be a stranger, bro.
Huh? You're breaking up. Or am I breaking up?
Can you hear me?
I don't know.
Can y'all hear me, CB?
No, yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us, Donald?
He must
be good.
No,
you're breaking up.
You can't.
That was a question.
You can't hear us.
I must be breaking up. I must be breaking up. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you are. There you are. Hey, we appreciate you coming by, man. I don't know if you heard that. I don't think he can hear us, CB.
Yeah, I think it's some technical difficulties.
We got some technical difficulties going on.
Yeah, Donald, we sorry about that, man.
Hey, you know what I want to ask you and Doug, bro? Because I was in and out, man. I didn't get an opportunity to ask you. What did y'all think about the coaching today?
I mean, well, yeah, Sean. I think it was exceptional. I mean, cause the type of plays that panned out. I mean, guys was open, and the running game was exceptional. Yes, I don't think I don't think it was some play calling issues from my view. I don't think it was on the offensive side.
You know what, bro? I don't know if it was because he got a concussion. Maybe that did have something to do with it. But remember how I said, man, I wish we can have a game where we don't do all that. You know, Taysom Hill coming in, doing all that. Just one game where we can do that, just to see what the offense can look like you know, if that can affect the rhythm of the offense, make the offense stay more on schedule. And that happened today. And the only time we did get bogged down, like Les was telling the truth. That third quarter was like, I think we had like maybe 2 or 3 and outs in that third quarter.
Right.
And that's the only time that the offense looked like it was really bogged down and stuff, and it wasn't on schedule. But I think there was better coaching and stuff today. And the only thing, man, you know what, man? Granderson, bro. All you got to lay out for that. You got to Superman that. You know what I'm saying? You get the block, bro. You know, and they don't. If you run into the kick and you get the block, then there ain't no roughing there. You understand? You got to get a hand on the ball. He had that, bro. All he got to do is remember the next time you get into that position, bro, you got to Superman that. You know what I mean, CB?
Right.
You got to Superman that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That there, right there, and we blocked that at that time. Oh man, I think that would have just took them completely out of it. I think mentally they would have checked out on that play. That play would have been that huge.
Yeah, I thought the coaching was very solid. Well, I thought there was some plays where you're like, yeah. But I mean, for the most part, they got it done.
I just didn't like too, man. It was there was maybe a couple of times and stuff, when I think Sean Payton, I think he probably should have called maybe a couple of runs or two when I thought, but for the most part the coaching was sound, and I didn't like playing zone on that 4th and 14 play. That pissed me off.
Yeah, I know. One time the defense did piss me off though was man, when they converted that freaking 4th and 17. Yeah, I was pissed at that. But
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh! I thought you were talking about offensively. My bad.
I thought it was that when we was playing zone.
Yeah.
We played zone that play,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Number one got behind the zone, got in the middle of the zone. Then we gonna play zone, and then we let somebody open right in the middle of the zone on 4th down.
Right.
Appreciate
that, Jerry.
That was another play. That was offensively as far as like 3rd down. Like they didn't even target Kamara like one time in their entire drive, and then they waited to 3rd down and long.
I remember that series. And then now to be quite honest with you, then when they did go to him, Kamara got to make that catch.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad catch. That wasn't a bad throw. That was on Kamara that time. And he had the blockers in front of him too. I think he probably would have got the 18 yards, believe it or not.
Absolutely.
Because he had a nice man. He had a cavalcade of blockers in front of him. He had at least 4 blockers, and they was all about to be engaged. So they definitely would have gave him a chance, man, to get the 1st down. Kamara got to make that catch.
Absolutely.
Right.
I know you was probably shocked that he threw the ball to him, man. That was a dime, by the way. But
and I seen a wheel route. That was the wheel route that he missed him on. Kamar dropped. Then I seen an angle route. The screen. So yeah, they starting to get back to that. So
I'm gonna tell you something too that's bothering me, man. That hopefully, right, when we get Marcus Davenport back and stuff like that, this can stop. I don't like the fact, man, that teams, man, are having success running on us on the edges. You understand what I'm saying? That last touchdown drive, that the football team had, they primarily killed us from running on the edges. And I seen the same thing happen, man, in the punk ass Panther game. You know what I'm saying? They was killing us by running on the edges. We need to set the edge, bro. You understand? And I've been tripping too, bro. CB, I don't know if you paid attention, and I told Dub this, right? I tweeted Dub this in the chat when the game was going on. They are paying Mr. Turner a whole lot of respect. A whole lot of respect. That's what I've been noticing, man, that today. Why did they feel the need to double team Payton Turner down there every time when he was on the damn field today? I think that's showing a rookie a whole lot of respect, if you ask me. If you ask me, I told you, bro. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about, because I felt the same way that people felt when we drafted that boy. I was like, what the hell they doing drafting him? This cat out of the University of Houston, and I found out he was off an engine and all that, man. That dude gonna end up being one of the best defensive ends the Saints ever had. Remember,
okay.
Remember I said.
Oh, we definitely will, man. I tell you what, it's gonna be real interesting though, seeing him next to Ayamada, and of course, hopefully we get to see him and Davenport on the field at the same time. I think that should be interesting.
I'm telling y'all, bro, Woody on another level, bro. He on another level, man, for a rookie. Man, when he get in the league and stuff and get his feet wet in this league, bro, give him. I'd say next season, but next season, man, I expect him to have double-digit sacks. You understand? That dude is a lot better than what we thought he was, bro. I'm telling y'all that now. Saints, who that nation, that Payton Turner is a lot better than what we thought he was. I'm telling y'all that right now. Y'all hearing that coming from the MOD. That dude gonna be one of the best defensive ends we ever had. Mark it.
Will do. Hey, I gotta before we get off here, I want to ask y'all, what y'all think about this?
Oh, bro, that's a damn shame.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like today.
The internet is undefeated, bro. Now you know, bro, we're gonna have to do that next week, man. Somebody gonna have to when we get off the bye, somebody gonna have to manhandle DK. Somebody gonna have to and take care of Tyler.
Yeah. No, when you said next week, I was like, no, we off next week, man. Ain't no stress next week.
But week after that, you know what I mean.
Calvary coming the week after next.
You know, and we've been having a little trouble with dealing with quarterbacks with some mobility, and we got to face Russ. So it ain't
he out. He out for some weeks.
That's right. He messed his finger up. We got to see Geno Smith.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Geno.
Oh, but he got hot though. He got hot. That last half of the Rams game. So.
Yeah, and then he did what he do. He did Geno type shit. He threw the interception. So, he'll give you a wet daddy every now and then. You understand what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get one. Get 1 or 2 or 3 of them from him. You understand? And by then, maybe Marshawn Thumb may be feeling a little better. Maybe he can start picking the balls off like he do. You understand? Right. So let's bring it, man. Let's bring it. Let's get it.
All right. So any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
I'm just looking forward to us getting healthy. Maybe some of our NFC South adversaries can take them a couple of L's like Cool J, in the process. You know what I'm saying? That would help out. I would appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the junction of the season, CB and Dub, that we talked about that we wanted to be at. We wanted to be in the, and kind of in this position. We knew we could have been in a better position. but we can't cry over spilled milk now. It happened. We got to keep moving on. But I think we sit in I think a pretty favorable position considering that we should have all hands on deck soon. And it can probably give us a better view of what the team is going to look like and be. Because remember, that's what I kept saying. Let us go do about 5 or 6 weeks or so. You understand what I'm saying? And let's see what this New Orleans Saints team is. Let's see who these dudes are. And that will give us the best indication of where we stand at. You know what I mean? So let's at this junction of the season, man, this quarter of the season, I feel pretty good about how we look and stuff. Our defenses they snapped back. They look better than what they did last week, and they look good last week, man. It just broke down, primarily really in the fourth quarter. So.
Oh yeah, when they gas.
When they gas and all that. So. I'm very positive and optimistic about what I see right now, CB. I like the fact that we have that element in our offense now, where we can bomb your ass. You can't sneak up and all that and try and think that you're gonna do what you're gonna do to try and stop AK. We're gonna bomb the shit out of you. You understand? We take you out of that. And we got a quarterback that can do it. And he does it well, and probably is one of the better ones to do that kind of stuff in the NFL right now. So yeah. What you got, CB and Doug? And I think I'm people that heard me run my mouth too. Enough.
Hey man, look, shout out to the chat, shout out to the people that joined in with us. Make sure y'all please like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been a good Saints win. Try not to complain too much, but I mean, you know how it is. That's about it for me.
Right. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that kind of good stuff. You heard me? Because we hot over here. You understand? And as y'all see, we real as it come. We tell the truth. We don't sugarcoat nothing over here. We don't deal with no sugar. We sugar free.
Bit fast. But yeah, y'all heard her, man. Y'all tell everybody about us, man. We just Saints fans, man. We keep it 100 over here about what's going on with the Saints, diehards, and we just want to thank y'all, man, for keeping the show going. Because y'all had interesting takes and thoughts, and and call in. So shout out to y'all, man. And as far as the Saints, we 3-2 going into the bye. They're gonna get some things kicked out, and we gonna get healthy. So that's a good thing. But as far as the schedule for next week, what I want to do is do like a since it's the bye week, we can do a little show, just grading the team and giving our thoughts on the first 5 weeks of the season. So we'll have a type of show like this at some point next week, probably next Friday sometime. We'll see how everybody's schedule looking, but we can do a little show like that, just evaluating every position group and seeing what needs to improve, etc. Since it's a bye week, so that's that. No man this week coming up. I'm on a bye week, so it's all good. But if y'all don't have anything else to say, man, looking forward to seeing you guys to evaluate the Saints next week. It's the WDN Chatline podcast, and we are out. Who that?
Who that, baby?
For life.